small house, but we're just gonna drive past it, drive past the hospital as well, all of the way to Nonnahús, where Jón Sveinsson, a very famous Icelandic author, lived. But he left Iceland when he was a young boy because a wealthy foreigner wanted to finance his education. And he then later became he went to a Latin school, I think it was in France. And then later on he became a priest, and he was like a Jesuit priest. And then when he had retired, he started to reminisce about his childhood in Iceland and started writing all of these children books. And I often have tourists from Germany, many of whom have read the book and got it maybe as a gift from their father in the Second World War. So their father was, probably, part of the Nazi, and they were based in France and sent this book to their, children. So 4 years old, something like that. And when I went, and then we had gone to Nonni house, and then we went back to the bus, but she was the only one that was missing from the group. So I went searching for her, then I just found her inside the house, and she was just crying, She was just crying in Köln in Germany in 1944. He lived for some reason in Germany his last years. Yes, but he was already a really old man at that point. Yes, and then after the old part, we are then gonna drive further to the culture house where we're gonna park, and then I'm gonna walk with you one circle just through the main shopping street and back to the buses, just that you can, see how the downtown is, and you can also see the restaurants which are there, so you can already choose, where you would. I was just crying all of the time to this meeting, and I was so afraid because I didn't really know how to handle it and so on. And then of course he had a little bit of a heart defect which then went away, so he's very, very healthy. But there is a very good support system, and also you get like financial support, which is like $200 a month as well. Every village, as you can see on the right, they're always, and also on the left as well, they are always close to the harbor is a monument in memory of fishermen that have died. Because going, fishing here, being a fisherman is a really difficult job. It has gotten much, much safer. I mean, these fishing travelers, they are very well equipped today. Like they have a gym, everything you need inside. They have, of course, a kitchen and a cook that gives the fishermen to eat. So they are catching a lot of fish, and then they're also processing the fish often already on board and freezing it as well. So they can, in some instances, just export it from the ocean to the countries they are selling the fish to. And like I told you, like cod is the most valuable fish, and capelin, which is used for fish meal, and also blue bitik is it called, and many other like mackerel and shellfish. So we catch around 25 different fish species, which are the most important ones. And if you walk to the cemetery, you're gonna pass the cemetery. You can walk to the cemetery from the hotel and then walk down to the older part. Then you can get to this place here if you would like to walk. You can walk also, you know, alongside the ocean and get to the upper part of where we are. And we are then gonna drive past the skating hall, and then we're gonna drive alongside that. Yes, this is the skating hall on the left. We're now gonna drive up. People die every year, mostly out of old age. So there's a path leading there here on the right, and you can walk here alongside, and then you can walk down as well. I'm not talking about this gravel path, I'm talking about when you walk this, where the white car is, you walk further, and then there's a hiking trail going down. And yes, and around 4,200 babies get born every year. The black house on the right, this was his home. This is the nonny house. This is like an older church and museum is behind. And we're just going to do a photo stop here as well. So we can take a picture of nonny house and this church.